Hello everyone and welcome back to a very overdue Flosstube. My name's Sam if you've not been here before. I should have recorded about 3 weeks ago, I think. I can't believe it's almost the end of February already. Full of excuses, you know, I had a bad cough and felt a bit rubbish, and then work's been mental, and then I've just been so stuck into designing new cross stitch patterns and doing my stitchy boxes that it's just completely run away with me. But you know, I think it's about time now that I recorded one. The good thing is I've got loads of progress to show you, and if you have been watching my Instagram you will see exactly what goals I've been working to, so I'm excited to show you that. I've been doing my book of days. It's the first time I've had one of these. Normally I am very much a spreadsheet kind of girl, but I'm quite enjoying it and I am remembering to fill it in, which is good. So this was January, all finished. Lots of days where I didn't do any stitching, but yeah, lots of notes in there. This was my little like woodland themed, and then this weekend is my birthday. I'll be 33, or big numbers as Lizzie calls it. So I did my February themed in purple because that's my birthstone, and it's all like little witchy themed because anybody who is a Harry Potter fan will know that the Hogwarts Legacy game came out this month. Now I'm not a big gamer at all, but you know, I was brought up with Harry Potter and waiting for the books to be released, so yeah, Ryan bought me the game for my birthday, so that's why there's a big Harry Potter sticker in the middle of there. But yeah, lots of stitchy days, but pretty much just one project I've been stitching on in February, so you will see a lot of progress on that. So I'm going to start with WIPS. I've got a couple of finishes, a couple of new starts, and a bit of haul and some stitchy plans, and I've got a lovely product to review as well, which somebody very kindly sent me, and then there's some Stitchy Box updates and also a new Stitchy Day location that I want to tell you about. So I'm just going to jump straight in because I have a feeling that we might be here for a while if not. So first to the WIPS. I did something a little bit different. So I told you that I was going to narrow my WIPS down and just focus on like 6 or 7 WIPS just to try and get some finishes this year. That is my ultimate goal because last year was pretty abysmal. So what I did throughout most of January and the beginning of February was when I came down to stitch, I would I've got all my WIPS that I'm focusing on in the Tiny Decisions app, and then press the button and that told me what I was going to stitch on. So yeah, so I'm going to tell you how many days I've stitched on them since my last Flosstube, and this was just how many days they were called on the little spinny wheel. So the first one I'll put a picture up is the Queen of Hearts by Owl Forest Embroidery. This was a new start in my New Year's Eve start, this one. So since my last Flosstube I've just spent 2 days stitching on this. So finished the rose garland and started putting some of these metallic threads in. All the face is done now. There's a bit of black work. I don't know if you can see that with it being metallic, but yeah, and this is stitched on 28 count even weave. This is, I think it's called cotton candy by Pole Stitches. And I have to say I'm not enjoying stitching this as much as I thought I would. I do really like it. I love how it looks, definitely, but it's all these little back stitch motifs that I'm not enjoying really. So she's kind of gonna be on timeout, I think, and probably until I get a couple more finishes that I am really focused on. So yeah, sad because I was really excited about that one. I've not done any elf forest embroidery. Well, I've started one, but I didn't finish it. It's another one in my WIP, but I was really excited and I spent a fortune finding all the right beads and everything for it, but it's just not doing it for me. I think it's just because there's so many other things that I'm excited to be working on. So my next one is Greta Gold Broom by Bella Filipina. She was originally going to be my focus for February to try and get her finished, but that changed. I got my full coverage bug back, so yeah, I swapped that out. But I think she might be my goal for March because she's not that far off. So I stitched her for 2 days over the last month. And here she is. One day that I stitched was the online stitching chat that we do. So I was stitching for, I don't know, probably about 5 hours. And I managed to get the whole of the face finished. And the detail in there, or the back stitch. I wasn't originally too happy. It took me about 3 attempts to get the eyes right and the eyebrows, but I think she looks okay now. She's just got that snooty little nose. But yeah, coming along really good. So I think I have one fullish page for the rest of a dress, and then the boot. Sorry, this is all going to fall down, but so I've got the boot that goes down here, the rest of this, and then just the end of the broomstick. So I've got really like one full page and then 2 partial pages left to go. So I don't think she'll take that much to finish. And then obviously there's all the beading, which there's loads in the flowers along here. I don't know if you can see where the gaps are, but basically that's all beading in there. Here is loads of beads. So yeah, that's looking good. I'm really excited about this. So my plans, should I say, for my Bellas, because I'm going to the Bella Filipina retreat in the middle of May, I want to make sure that she is fully finished so I can take her with me, and I want to be a good way through probably 2 more Bellas, so I've got the choice of 2 different patterns to work on while I'm there. So I need to get my backside moving really on them, because I've got quite a lot that I want to achieve. So the next, did I say I worked on that for 2 days? I can't remember if I said that. The next one is Botanical Gardens, which is a Mirabilia. A Nora Corbett, should I say. And this one got called Only for One Day. I've just seen somebody that has posted that they finished this and they've done 1/1 for the skin and it looks amazing. So I'm kind of regretting my choices, but I saw just how much skin she has, and that's why I didn't. But she still looks really, really nice. So here she is. Oh, it's blowing out a little bit. Hopefully it will come back. There we go. I'm missing the colour for her cheeks and her lips, which is really, really annoying me. So I need to go and have a trip out or order that online just so I can get her face finished. But I managed to finish the tiara up here and get most of this filled in. I'm pretty sure all these gaps are beads, so her tiara is fully finished other than the beading now. So this one is on 32 count even weave, which is and it's an opalescent. This was like a fabric of the month that I managed to pick up at one of the stitching shows from Pole Stitches. So yeah, no, from Sparklies, sorry, Sparklies. I'm not with it today, guys. I'm out of practice. But yeah, she's coming together. And again, the pictures on the front of these never do them justice. Seeing it all fully finished definitely made me want to get this one out and get moving on it. So the next one, I'm so excited to show you. I've spent 9 days stitching on this, but I am pretty sure I have done over 10,000 stitches. I have stayed up so many nights, and my I don't know if I said on the last video or the one before, I invested in the extended arm for my Lowry because I was struggling to stitch on it in the living room, and I'm so glad I did, because I have been stitching away until the early hours of the morning to try and get somewhere. So here we go. Here is Mini Witching Hour, which is my Heaven and Earth designs, artwork by Lisa Parker. So altogether this is just over 74,000 stitches. I've done 61,965, which is just under 84%. I've got 12,037 stitches left, so I'm almost at the 10,000 mark. And for any of you that use Pattern Keeper, there is now a new feature where you can work by stitches, the colours that are left. So that's what I've been doing. I finished the 310, the 3799, I think 938, and now I'm starting to work on all of these lighter colours in the floor and in this map here. Oh God, and I'm just so happy with it. So happy with it. Right, I showed it Ryan before I recorded, and he said, well, what are you going to do with it when it's done? Just chuck it in a drawer? And I was like, my God, no. It's going to be framed on the wall for everybody to see, and it's even going to be going in my coffin when I die. It's my first full coverage. I'm so proud of it. I hate to think how many hours I've invested, but yeah, I love it. And I have to say, these books are an absolute killer. I don't know if you can see the amount of confetti in there. Oof. That is what put me off before, I think, but it is worth it. It is worth it. So my plan was initially to try and get this one done by the end of February. Because I've got another full coverage that I want to start for my birthday, but there is just no way that I'm going to be able to do 12,000 stitches in like 5-6 days. So yeah, it's going to be a March finish, but it will be finished, so that's the main thing. So yeah, by the end of the first week in February, I stopped doing the tiny decisions and I solely worked on that. So for the last like 2 weeks, week and a half, that is all I've stitched on. And it's paid off. And apologies for anybody that is not into full coverage, because I have been shouting from the rooftops that I've been working on it and posting it everywhere just because I want everybody to see what I've been doing. So yeah, that is my WIPS. I have a couple of new starts. So the first one, it's one that I've designed. I'm not in a particular rush to get it out there. It was just that I wanted to do more of a sampler style stitch, and I decided to make my own. So I'll post a picture of what it's gonna look like when it's done. This is where I am, and as you all know, the houses are killers. So that's what's taken most of the time. This one has been like my car stitch when I've been waiting to pick Lizzie up from school. So this one I've done 7 days on, but only like sort of 20 minutes, half an hour at a time. So yeah, that's coming nicely, and I just love all the little squirrels. They're everywhere. And this one is stitched on 40 count even weave that is hand dyed by Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics. I got a whole big bunch of this and then just cut it up to do little projects. And I think I'm probably going to turn this into a cushion at the end. I've got some really cute squirrel fabric. In fact, I'll show you it because it's part of the project bag that I'm going to show you in a bit. This is some of the fabric that I've got, so I'm thinking that this is going to be the backing of the little cushion. So that is that one. And then the other one, so my Stitchy bestie Andrea, who is the curly cross stitcher, we said that we were going to meet to stitch, of course, at least once a month, as well as we do the calls and the stitchy days out. And we've both got a couple of patterns that are the same, but one we've both wanted to work on for a long time is this one, which is Home of a Needleworker. This one is by the Little House Needleworks. I got this one from 123 Stitch. It is mainly classic colourworks, but I've done a bit of a mixture. So I ordered classic colourworks, and then the ones that were missing, I just put some DMC in as well. The only one that I did order specifically was the old blue jeans, which is the house colour, just because I really liked the variegation on that. But everything else I just did from stash. So this is where I am. This one has had 2 days on it, I think. Sorry, the colour is blowing out again. So this is like a lemony colour fabric. This is 28 count even weave from Coffee Craft Fabric. It was one of the fabric of the month. And you can see already the berries on here are like a deep red, but I didn't have that, so I've changed them into blueberries, and then just started putting the lettering in. So yeah, that's a really cute one. I could be working on that for probably the next year, even though it's not a big pattern, because we're only going to be stitching it probably 1 or 2 days a month. You know, it's not going to get much progress. And if any of you have been to a stitchy day, it ends up just like eating and drinking and chatting and not actually much stitching. So it'll be a miracle if that one gets finished this year. My next one, so while I wasn't very well for a couple of days, Ryan ordered me to sit my butt on the sofa and just stitch, which, yay. I could do with being ill more often. So I stitched up one of the little spring patterns that I've got coming out in April. So here it is, and I fully finished it. This says, come on, camera. It's not going to do it, is it? There we go. It says let it bloom, and then it's got some little daffodils and some little leaves coming off. Really quick stitched. I stitched it up within 2 days, and then I fully finished it with some little rabbit fabric that has got some daffodils on, and then I attempted to do rip rack for the first time. Oh god, that was fun. You can see that it's really short on the top and, you know, long on the bottom, just because I didn't align it properly, but I still really love it. I think it's super cute, and you know, feeling the spring vibes. I'm definitely ready for winter to be over. So yeah, that was a fun little stitch and a first for my fully finishing. This is just on 28 count even weave. I hand dyed it, so it's one of the things that's going to be in my spring box. You can tell that I've done that wonky. But yeah, this is going to be one of the little patterns that's in my spring box, so that was exciting to get that one done. And then, oh, I forgot to show you my Home of a Needleworker bag that I wanted to show you. I am obsessed with farmyard animals in cross stitch at the minute. I don't know what is going on with me. So this was some lovely fabric that I got online, and it came in 2 colours. So yeah, this has got, so this is what the Squirrel Farm and the Home of a Needleworker goes in, and that just stays in my bag to go to work with me. So one more finish, drum roll. So excited to show you this one, and it feels like ages and ages ago since I was even talking about this. But on my last video I told you that my focus was my mini chatelaine, and I have got it finished. So here we go, all done. I'm going to show you a bit of a close-up. Oh, I love it so much. So much. It is so sparkly. I don't know. It's not easy to hold. But yeah, it's so stunning. So I do want to get this properly framed. It's just been sat on my shelf now for about a month, which is just, you know, it belongs to be shown, you know, it needs to be shown off. It's just far too beautiful. Just love it. Love it, love it, love it. So I stitched this one on 28 count even weave by Coffee Craft Fabrics. Again, it was just one of the fabrics of the month from my stash. I didn't order it especially. And all in all, including all of the beading, this one took me 12 days to finish. Excuse me, that cough is still lingering. So yeah, 12 days start to finish on this one, which it felt like a hell of a lot longer, but it is done and it was worth it and it was beautiful. Probably one of the most expensive cross stitches I've ever done, including the pattern and all the materials. I think it cost me about £70 for that small one, but I love it. So, and then I hate to think how much it's going to cost to have it framed, but yeah, it's going to go up on my wall. I'm going to show it off to everyone. So once I've had that one fully framed, I'll show everyone. Oh, and I did mention on my last one that I was a part of a mystery quilting club, which we have had the first one and I've completed it. We've had the second one and I've just not had the time, so I need to get that one done. The next one comes out, I think it's the second Wednesday of every month, so I've still got a good few weeks to do it. But I spent 2 nights doing the first section, and this is what they look like. So it's 3 panels, all exactly the same, never quilted before, but I think they came out okay. Not perfect, none of the leaves are even, but the overall size is the right size. So yeah, pretty happy with how they came out as the first shot. So I'll try and remember to keep you updated with the quilt progress. So each month it's just like a panel that you have to do, and then in December you piece them all together. So that'll be quite exciting to work towards. So yeah, that's everything that I've been doing for the last month. I do have some purchases and plans, so let me get these. So the first one, a lovely friend of mine called Leanne, who bought some bags off me, asked me what I was stitching on, and she was telling me what projects that she was going to be putting in her bags, and we were talking about the reindeer that I finished in December, and she's got the full set, and she was asking me what I wanted to do next, and I said I was thinking of doing the bear one, but I didn't know when. So she very kindly loaned me her bear pattern. So this is going to be one of my next new starts. Not fully decided on the fabric as yet, but I did go ahead. I'm quite happy to use DMC for most bits, but for the bear I really wanted the right colours, so I did go ahead and order the variegated floss for the bear. So that's all ready to go. I'm probably going to start that in March because I do think it has a bit of a springy feel to it. So yeah, excited for that one. And then I think I want to do the owl one after that, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't want to commit to myself because, you know, there's going to be tons of other things come out, and obviously all the market releases are coming out. I think my favourite ones that I've seen so far are the Teresa Kogut ones, so maybe the Kindred Spirits. I don't know if you've seen it. I'll try and put a picture in if I can find one, but I think that one is going to be going on my wish list. Next, Ryan said that he would pay for me to have a couple of patterns. So I went through my wish list on 123 Stitch and I ordered one from them since I was already buying the threads. So this was one that I decided on, and I've had my eye on this series for a while. I think there's one for each season, and this is a Madame Chantilly pattern and it is called Autumn Delivery. There is, I think, the option to do her as a witch, which I think I prefer the witch, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll decide at a later date, but yeah, super, super cute. And as I said to you, I've got a thing for farmyard animals in stitching at the moment. So this one fills the brief. And then the other one, I was contemplating on doing another small chatelaine just because I loved it so much. And then I kept seeing the Shannon Christie designs on Instagram, and there was one that really caught my eye, and that was the Koi Pond. Ooh. And this has got lots and lots of jewels in it. I've struggled to find the right bits though. These bits here, they are jewels that are in that shape. So yeah, I'm still waiting for bits to arrive, so I don't know when I'm going to start this one. It may be another birthday start, or it may be next month, I don't know, but it's not that big. It's only 96 by 96, so I'm thinking whatever I stitch this on, I might be able to stitch this on the same fabric as well, get a nice blue. But we will see. But yeah, it's only small, but a lot of details in there. So yeah, excited to start that one and get my beading on again. And then my next one, which was unexpected. I don't know about you guys, but I pay things on direct debit and I just completely forget about them. But I got a wonderful email from Sarah at Pain Free Crafts saying that my first voucher was ready to be used. So this is going to be my birthday start. And I asked Ryan and Lizzie for their opinion. I gave them a choice of about 6. And Lizzie wanted this one, which is Bedtime Story by Chris Dunn, because she said it was Mommy and Lizzie reading the bedtime story. So that's it now, I've got to do it. So this one will be my full coverage focus once my cat's finished, but as it's my birthday this weekend, I think I will stitch on it a couple of days just to get the ball rolling. There's a lot of confetti in this one. It's going to take me a long time. I think it's just over 100,000 stitches, so yeah. Excuse me. But yeah, I want to get it started, just to say that it was my officially birthday start. So I got the whole kit from Sarah with the needle minder, all the floss, the fabric, it's all ready to go. And then I made myself a little woodland bag ready for that one to live in. So yeah, super excited. And I think that is what spurred me on to get going with my cat, because I wanted to start another full coverage, but I didn't want really 2 full coverages to be a focus. So, but now I've got my bug back, which I have not had for a long time. I think I might even put one of my others in that is getting close to a finish, or at least like 50% of the way in. So yeah, it's working well, just having a small amount of WIPS. I'm liking it. So the other thing I mentioned was the product that somebody sent me. So it's Monstrous Designs on Instagram, and I'll link it on here somewhere. She's a member of the Floss Friends group, and she's coming to some of our retreats as well, which is really, really exciting. She sent me this wonderful cross stitch design pad. It's like A4 size, so it can fit in my work bag. At the minute, if I get an idea while I'm out, I just like put it in the notes on my phone, and that is not the best way to do it. I do tend to think about things quite a lot, like when you're driving or whatever, so now at least when I get to work, instead of losing the idea, I can just quickly get there and I can jot something down. It's a really high quality paper. I think you get 50 sheets. Yeah, and it's wonderful. It's a really large grid, so you can design away, and then you've got a little note section, and it's like got little bats on it, which is super, super cute. So yeah, it's adorable. She is a cross stitch designer herself. I'll link her website so you can go and check it out. She has some lovely ideas, some great little Halloween patterns if you're into that, like I am. This, if you wanted to buy it, is $11.99, and if you are somebody that is just starting off cross stitch designing, or somebody that just likes to doodle away at your own designs, then this is a good product to buy. So thank you so much for sending me this. This will get a lot of use, so thank you. The next thing was I got the Paul Stitch's mystery box. It's my first one from them, and I'm not sure what to think about it. Not one to try and be a negative Nancy. I think it was about £50-ish, about £50. And I bought it because Andrea had shown me the December box, and it was a beautiful pattern. Sorry, a beautiful pattern of a woman, you know, fancy lady with an Arctic fox and like a big winter dress, and I loved it. And I was hoping it was going to be something similar. I can't remember what the theme was. It was like a moon theme. And you got Joan Elliott pattern and then some fabric. The fabric I absolutely love. So let me, oh sorry, rustle. You know what, I'm just going to leave it in the packet, otherwise it's going to rustle away. Oh, Moon and Sun pack it was called. So this was the first one, and it's 32 count opalescent for both of them. And then this is the other one. I like this one a lot. This one's really nice. It reminds me of like candy. So yeah, both really, really lovely fabrics. And I'll probably use those for a fancy lady pattern, I think. But I just wasn't blown away by the patterns. They're not really my style, to be fair. So this is the first one. You don't get any threads with it or anything like that. It's just a paper pattern. And it's just DMC black and then Krynic in this. I think it's a lovely pattern. It is just not something that I would enjoy stitching. It's quite a lot of stitches, so it's 10 by 23 inches, and it's all just black. I don't think it's for me. And then the other one is a full coverage pattern, but it's just a paper pattern. So yeah, as you know, I don't want to start any more full coverages, so yeah, not for me. So I am going to give these away to somebody. So there's going to be another giveaway as well, so let me make notes of these. So if you think let me think. what can I call it? So if you would like this one, put the word celestial. So CELESTIAL. Somewhere in a comment, you have to have liked, subscribed, all of the good stuff, and you have to be willing to share your email and your postal address with me. Happy for you to be in the UK or international, no problems with that at all. But yeah, if you think that you would like to stitch this one, then put the word celestial somewhere in your comment. And then if you think you would like this one, which is the Moonlit Gardens, then put garden somewhere in your comment. Boom, done. And then the next thing that I ordered was this absolutely stunning fabric from Megan at Coffee Craft Fabrics. So I'm just going to take this one out because you can't see it, but I feel like you need to appreciate this. So anybody that is not part of the group Coffee Craft Fabrics, Megan does have a Fabric of the Month club, which I'm a part of, but she also does like a super shopping Sunday where she will post a new fabric each hour, and then it's first come first serve, and that is what I got this on, and I just thought it was gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous, like a real aqua colour. So this could be what I use for, where's it gone, for the koi pond. And I think that's what made me buy it, because I think that will just be the perfect match, especially with it being the opalescent and all the beads in there. So yeah, this was a good find. I think she only did like 3 and I got the second one, so almost missed out. So yeah, super happy with that one. So I've got lots of goodies. I think I will probably end up buying more Stitchy goodies with it being my birthday. I will utilise some of that spending money. Can't wait. I'm missing the Stitchy Day with the Yorkshire Stitches again. I missed the January one because I wasn't very well. Literally could barely talk, and that was the weekend when Ryan just said, get on the sofa and don't move. And then the next one is on Saturday, and it's my birthday Sunday, and we've just got lots of plans. Ryan and I are having like a date night, then we've got the cinema, then we've got a day out with Lizzie. It's just, yeah, I want to be with my family for my birthday, so sorry guys. But on the 11th of March, Andrea has found the most gorgeous pub in Doncaster. It is beautiful. It's remote in the country, it's next to a canal, and they have segregated a stitching area for us. They have like roaring fires, the food is gorgeous. So yeah, I'm really excited about that. We're doing an early morning one just because usually we don't get back from a stitching day until like 7 o'clock at night, and that's it, that's my day gone. And when you know, sometimes after work weekend and then you want to see your family, it gets a bit much. Sorry again with this cough. So we're doing the brunch booking, so we booked between 9 AM and 2 PM. It is a free day. The only thing that we ask is that you come and you support the pub, whether you buy breakfast, you buy lunch, you buy a drink, whatever. You can come and sit and stitch, but you just have to buy something. Everybody is welcome. I'll put the details of the pub up here and in the comments down below. It's all in the Stitchy group as well, Floss Friends UK. If you are thinking of coming, then just drop us a message so we can get a rough idea of numbers, because they do want to know the week before, just so they can get the tables and chairs all ready for us. But yeah, that's going to be really good. Oh, and then another giveaway that I wanted to do was that the Goth Girls collection is now released and ready for you to buy, but I did want to just give the full set away to somebody. So if you would like to stitch the Goth Girls, I have not finished them. Slap on the wrist for me, but I will get in front. But you can view them on the website. If you do want to stitch them, then just put goth somewhere in the comments, and I will email the digital copy to you. So you have to be willing to give me your email address for that one, and it is pattern keeper compatible. I need to put my teeth in. So 3 giveaways. I'm just going to go through that quickly again. So Celestial if you want this one, Garden if you want this one, or then Goth if you want the Goth Girls one. The last thing I wanted to mention was, you're probably aware that I'm doing Stitchy Boxes. I wanted to do something a little bit different for Halloween this year. So instead of just doing the traditional spooky stuff, which I do love, I've decided to do Grimm's Fairy Tale box. The box is now available to purchase on the website, or you can just drop me a message if you want to know a bit more information. And then I recently joined a book club, which is the Bowls Over Book Club. You can find them on Facebook, and I loved it. I love the recommendations, flew through the books, so I decided that I wanted to do a book lovers box, which will be out later on in the year. So you can now pre-order either of those through the website, which is on here somewhere, or you can just drop me a DM on Instagram. So I think that's it. I'm hoping in March you will get to see the cat finished, and you will see another full coverage start, and some good progress on Greta, I think. But for now, that is me all finished. I feel like I've talked. Thank you for watching, everyone. I do really appreciate it, and do drop me a comment. Thank you.